Welcome to my channel. My name is Carl. I'm a Bob Ross certified painting instructor. Thank you to those who've subscribed and have watched my videos. It means a lot to me. Today we're going to do one of Bob's paintings, Island in the Wilderness. So let's go up to the canvas. So up here we have a 16 by 20 canvas. I've covered it in a very thin coat of liquid white, and we don't want the liquid white to dry. And let's begin with a little bit of alizarin crimson. We're going to do a nice painting. Who knows, we might vary it from what Bob did, but it'll be similar. Just put some crimson in the sky. And remember, we have liquid white on there, so it'll blend and mix. And the more you go over it, the softer it'll get. And we'll really kind of blend this out a little bit. And I'm going to go into a very little bit of phthalo blue. Remember, phthalo blue is very strong, so it doesn't take much. So maybe something like that, right at the very edges. And then down here, we're just going to pull in some color. Horizontal strokes. Maybe a little bit more blue. I'm pulling inward, and then we'll go the other way. There. Something about like that. I think over here is not going to matter because we'll have some bushes and stuff. Clean 1-inch brush. And let's really work and soften that sky a little bit. And because we have that liquid white on there, it allows us to blend and move the paint. Look at that. So all those harsh brush strokes, sometimes they work for you. Now look at this. Sometimes, look at that. That creates the illusion of maybe there's some clouds. And you can even like tap a little bit. Look at that. We can create the illusion of things happening in our sky. Look at that, and just lightly tapping. I didn't even reload. And we'll soften the water. I'm really using a lot of pressure here. And that'll really blend. You can probably hear it. And we're going to mix up some distant foothills. So let's take some white and we'll go into some phthalo blue. I want this to be very, very light. A little bit of paint, not too much. And then maybe, yeah, corner of the brush, and I'm pulling downward. And we're just creating the illusion of just something in the distance. Who knows, maybe they're trees or just distant foothills. There. Maybe that one comes up a little bit. I don't know, something like that. So I have a clean brush. Soften it like a whisper. Maybe fluff upward. And look at that, that looks like distant treetops. We don't know. So we're going to go add a little bit of the Prussian blue. Look at that. Reload. And I don't have a lot of paint. Just vary it. Sometimes it's a good idea to step back from your painting, and then often it lets you see things better. There. And we'll do a little fluff. Maybe pull some trees, distant things happening. Really blend the base, soften it. Just soften. Get those brush strokes blended away. And then let's take some black. We'll do some Prussian blue, phthalo green, sap green, Van Dyke, alizarin crimson. And then I'm going to add a little bit of white. This is just a large fan brush. You could use a small one. And then maybe back here, I'm pushing, kind of sliding at the same time. And these will go all the way across. There. Focus on those top edges of the trees. And they're far away. We won't see a lot of detail. There, reload. Who knows, maybe these come across here. And vary the height. Don't make them straight across. Ooh, maybe there's, yeah, some taller ones there. Just pressing and focusing on that top edge, and then I'm reloading just to help kind of get that chisel when I want it. And I don't know, we'll just put some indications. We'll have other trees going over there, so it'll probably cover some of that. And we'll bring these over here as well. We won't see much over there. A 1-inch brush, straight down, and light pressure. Go across. Create the illusion of a reflection. I'm going to take a little bit of white. I'm going to add a little bit of black, kind of a gray, and we'll put in a little indication of a water line back here. I don't want this to be super bright. There. This is our tree mixture, and let's add a lot of black, more green, sap green, maybe a little bit of Van Dyke. Small brush here, small fan, a lot of paint. Corner of the brush. And maybe right there. And you can add as many or as few as you'd like. I think we'll do 3 over here. Reload. Corner of the brush. And then once we get like in this space, we're just kind of scrubbing in color. We're really looking for that top edge. There. And in this space, we're just going to push in some bushes. Maybe this is that island just overlooking this lake, having a good old time. Some reflections. just reflect just a little bit, and then I'm going to do a little reflection of the trees, just some indications. You don't need too much detail. And this just adds to that more realism for your piece. There. And we're going to go into some green, maybe a little bit of the phthalo green. Ooh, I like that. And we'll go into a little bit of white, or sorry, liquid white. Right side of the brush. Leave some dark. There. And this little guy. There, and that looks, I'm going to go over this one. This one's a little bright for my taste. There. And let's just scrub in just some indications. Maybe there's some grass over there. This would be a good fishing spot. Just pushing up. And then maybe we'll reflect a little bit of that color into the water. I'm going to take one of my 1-inch brushes and just very lightly, we're going to reflect the trees. Look how easy, look how simple, light pressure. Be very careful. I don't want to disturb too much, but just like a whisper, like a whisper. Some white and a little bit of the brown tones. Just some indications of maybe there's something happening around here. Yeah, just like that. And I'm going to grab a little bit more black, mix it into that tree pile. I'm going to grab my 1-inch brush here, and we're going to put in a happy tree out here. Yeah, maybe out here. Kind of loose. We've got this tree out here. Just having a good time. Just coming across here. And leave some space in there. Maybe it comes through here. Something like that. Maybe down here. Yeah, and maybe we'll have just some things happening out here. We'll take my 1-inch brush and we'll just get some color on there. Maybe down here. Yeah, maybe it goes out here. Just pushing up with the brush. Notice I have a lot of paint there. Yeah, maybe we'll make this very out here. Maybe we've got a nice taller bush right there. And we'll get to highlighting one of my favorite parts. And you know what, maybe we've got just a huge tree right there. Yeah. Just really press in, and as we get lower, I'm gonna reload. And because I'm going over some thicker paint in the background there, I'm gonna add a little bit of liquid clear there, and that'll help it go through the paint a little better. There's a big evergreen tree. Beautiful evergreen tree. There, I'm just making sure the bristles come out. Reload, lots of paint. And yeah, maybe this one comes right down here. Maybe right there. Yep, let's give Let's give this tree a friend. Just peeking out. Just hanging out right there. Maybe it goes behind. I don't know. Yeah. The other one's protecting that same mixture. Maybe we have some tree trunks. So I'm just plopping in this tree back here. Maybe we've got some just indications. We'll cover it with some highlights. And then we'll do the same here. Maybe right there. Just touching with a little pull. This is a bigger one, maybe that. There. We'll go back into some of the highlight color and we'll put some highlights. Again, don't cover all the dark. There. We are going over quite a bit of paint here. I'm going to reload and leave that dark in there. There. And then as it gets lower, we'll get a little bit darker. As it gets lower, we'll get a little darker towards the bottom here. There. Maybe some yellow ochre. We'll warm this up a little bit. Just light pressure, barely touch. I'm using the corner of the brush. Maybe we've got some just beautiful things happening. And work in layers. Look at that. You could use a 2-inch brush for this. Just kind of some, different brush style. Yeah, and maybe down here, it comes down right there. And back in the distance, there's a few more. I don't know, something like that. Just kind of fades off. Let's have some fun. So I have a 1-inch brush, the big colors here, maybe back here. Yeah. Maybe right there. And work in layers. Let's take some Van Dyke's Dark Sienna. A little bit of that mixture I already had. Maybe there's a path coming through. Kind of coming down through here. Yeah, maybe it kind of meanders through there. Something like that. We'll give it some highlights. Bushes right there. Right down to the path. Barely touch. A lot of paint. There. Let's take a little bit of white into that brown mixture just to brighten it up. A little roll of paint, and just here and there. Light pressure. There. Okay, and then let's finish this off with a little green one up here. There. I think we have a completed painting. I'm going to sign it. I hope you enjoyed this picture. If you're interested in purchasing art supplies or Bob Ross products, check out my affiliate links in the description below. It's no additional cost to you and it really helps support my channel. My website is carlvarnartistry.com. Happy painting. See you next time.